Hi there, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 15 of our World Tour at Persiba, and this is a huge episode because we could lift our first major trophy with the club and of the tour, of course. We did win promotion, but that's not really a major trophy, is it? We're going to start off with the last game in the league season against PSIS. We need 3 goals in this game to break the all-time League One record for goals scored in a season, and we need to, along the way, just make sure we match Borneo's result just so that we don't end up in 3rd position. They're playing Arima, who are 6th, so they're no mugs, so hopefully Arima will do us a favour. But if we get 3 goals, we should be at least drawing the game anyway, really, shouldn't we? And then, of course, we have the Cup Final against Mitra Kukar, and you can see they're down there in 14th. So that should be, hopefully a trophy for us. But this is the team we're sending out. It's Setijaya in goal, Rendika, Ahmed, Lekonu, and Chenigo across the back, Sekpian and Redian in midfield, Tornando and Caesar, they provide the width, Allann Delon and Boaz up top to hopefully provide the goals. And this is, of course, Allann Delon's last league game as well of his career. He retires at the end of this episode, aged 40. Maybe he's 41 by now. It's difficult to say. I'm going to say, what do we want to say here? Let's try and let's back the media up. Some calm, we have faith. 3 goals. We've scored 80 goals this season. We just can't seem to get the last 3. All right, here we go. And of course, being the last episode of the season as well, we'll have our end of season awards after the Cup Final. Hopefully, we'll be celebrating with some waters while we're doing that. But yeah, let's just get these 3 points, get these 3 goals. More importantly, I'd almost settle for 3 goals and a 4-3 loss. To be honest, it'd be nice just to leave something behind. Wouldn't it? We will eventually leave Indonesia in the next season or 2. And it would be nice to do that, having set a record in the league. But we'll see how we go. It would have been nicer to do it with the league title, but if you haven't seen last episode, we just fell a little bit short on taking the title race to the final day. But these things happen, don't they? We'll console ourselves with a cup final. Rendika, he's done well there. Back to Setijaya. 7 minutes in. I'd like to get this first goal out of the way. Well, not out of the way, but you know what I mean. Get the first goal, and then we can sort of hopefully try and just relax into the game then and work on the other 2. They are passing the ball around nicely. Ahmed's there, heads actually. Septian's onto that. Come on, son. Septian has just not quite hit the heights of last season. I think Redian's been good. There's a good ball over the top for Boaz. Now, he's not the quickest, but he can finish. Go on, Boaz. Boaz! There it is. That's the first goal. Almost 8 minutes into the game. 2 more goals now, guys, for the record. 2 more goals. Allann Delon with a wonderful pass. That goal, that's a 40-year-old to a 33-year-old. 73 years worth of human being in that goal. that is quite stunning, isn't it? That ball from Allann Delon. We're gonna miss him, I think, next year. Offside. It didn't look offside, was it? No, it's not even close. Not even close. We are going to miss him, just his technical ability as much as anything. His free kicks, I think his free kicks are like 15 or something. They're ridiculous. They're borderline like English Premier League quality. Yeah, free kicks 15. I mean, if you had a 15 taker in your Premier League team, he'd take free kicks from time to time. I mean, that's just how good he is. Yeah, so we are definitely going to miss that. That's difficult to replace. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, we'll see how we go. We've got a whole pre-season, to look forward to, and yeah, build towards next year. Let me know what you think for next year. Do we extend it? No! We've equalled the record. That's a good finish from Tornando. A cracking through ball from Redian, I think it was, and that is 2 of the 3 goals we need. We've now equalled the record. Now, the way records tend to work, whoever gets there first is the record holder. It's a good header down from Ahmed to Septian, Redian, and that is a stunning pass, a good run from Tornando as well. And yeah, that's 2 of the 3 we need. Another look at the offside. That didn't. Oh, that's a little bit close. That's about the same. But it's a well-timed run, isn't it? That's what I call that. I call that a well-timed run. They're playing well. Let's give them some praise here. Excuse me. Now, if we do go on to win this game, of course, that is 2nd place in the bag, which is good. I think that's, considering we were favourites for relegation, that's a nice little return, isn't it? Allann Delon, can he do it for us in his final game? Oh, it was coming back just a little high, though. Just a little high. Yeah, let me know what you think for next season. Do we have 6 months left on our contract? I don't know why the contract's finished mid-season. That's a little bit annoying. I'm assuming it's to run in conjunction with like the European leagues or something, but I mean, realistically, how many players from Indonesia are going to Europe and vice versa? I wouldn't imagine it's too many. But yeah, so let me know what you think. Do we... we'll see. Don't get complacent. I'll do some individual talks here, guys, and then we'll come back for the discussion of our future. Okay. No tactical changes. We'll just keep it going. We just need this final goal to... And then we can relax. It doesn't matter then if we lose the game because we've got the record. It does matter if we lose, but you know what I mean. Can we get to that? No. Away. That's going to fall. Is it? No. It's good first-time effort just past the post. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Do we extend the contract? I'm thinking we'll leave it for 6 months, see how we're going. If we're doing okay in the Asian competitions, then maybe we look to extend it. If we find ourselves sort of crashing out, then I'm thinking, oh, it's a goal. It's a goal. If we find ourselves sort of crashing out of the Asian competitions and there's something that comes up, I mean, all this comes a little bit is if something comes up as well, isn't it? I would like to, before we leave Asia, try and, well, if not win, at least have a decent crack at the Asian Champions League. Now, coming from Persiba, what clubs can we realistically get? We'll have a look at our manager profile, maybe in between games. We're a 1-star manager right now, so could we maybe get a 2-star club? Would that be like a Chinese first division and then try and build a Chinese club up? There's a good ball for Fernando. Can he square it for Boaz? No, it's too deep. It's too deep. Come on. Septien's won that though. Well done, Septien. Come on. Can we get this third goal? Can we get this third goal? Allann Delon. Allann Delon! Oh, it's off the post. It's off the post. It's off the post. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, are we going to get counted here? Are we going to win that? Win that? Win that? Well done, Rendika. That's just first time hack forward, and that should either go out or be set to JS. That's fine. Goal kick for Persiba. Yeah, I'm wondering if we can build up a Chinese club. That's probably our best bet, or a Korean club perhaps, as well. Though a part of me doesn't really... I'd like to, if we're going to leave a first division club in Indonesia, we need to get in front of this, boys. We need to get in front of this. This is trouble. Oh, I haven't seen a Borneo score, but if they're winning, we're now in a little bit of trouble here. We have not come out of the gates here at all. Well, we've dropped the third. We're going to give it a demand more. We love blowing 2-0 leads, don't we? We've seen this as a bit of a problem for us. All right, can we get this third goal? Allann Delon for Lecornu! We've got the record, boys. We have set a new record for goals scored in a single season in League One in Indonesia. That, I'm spitting everywhere in excitement. That is something special. Of course, it had to be the Australian centre-back, Adam Lecornu. Powers the header home, no chance for the keeper, and that does of course put us back in the lead of the game as well, which is important. Loving the offside replay this game. That does put us back in second, as well as I said, so things are looking up. Can we go on now and get a few more? Allann Delon didn't really fancy that ball, did he? But you could see him get a goal, and of course the cup final will be his final appearance. Can we send him out with a trophy? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Nice little bit of interplay here. Redian, he's chipped a nice one in for Boaz. Boaz! That's his second of the game, our fourth. 4-2, and that is now, we've well cleared that previous record. We made it tough for ourselves with 2 0-0 draws in a row. I didn't think we were going to get there, but we have. We've got there in the end, and job well done. It's a cracking ball from Redian, isn't it? Boaz makes no mistake with the finish. I'm thinking... we'll give him a couple of minutes here to see if he can get his hat-trick. And then I'm thinking we might just start to protect players here for the cup final. We'll give it 70 minutes. Look, this will be the last highlight. This is Boaz's last chance to get his hat-trick, and then we'll take him off. We'll take off Allann Delon as well, because we have Tommy Serjak on the bench, I think and hope. Can we get a cross in here? We can. Boaz! Oh, he's got his hat-trick with his final touch of the game. That is... wonderful, wonderful stuff. 5 goals now in the game, 3 for Boaz, and we are cruising towards second in the league. Oh, and those 2 scoreless games, 4 points there, is that going to cost us? Those games earlier in the season where we kept throwing away 2-goal leads and cost ourselves at least 5 points. I can remember losing my temper in a press conference earlier on in the season, but that is Just special stuff. All right, so let's give Kayono a chance here. Let's give Tommy Serjak a chance. Who else is looking tied up here? Redian. Do we have somebody for him? We can bring Mutaquin on. And then we might give Septian a chance to get forward, actually. And we'll play Mutaquin as the defensive midfielder. There we go. Triple change. It should all be fine from here. Both our fullbacks are on bookings, which isn't ideal. I think that actually might mean a suspension first game next season for Rendika. But we'll deal with that at the time. But this is... What a season it's been. There will, of course, be a goal for the season competition as well. It'll be a separate episode to this. Oh, they've got one back. So it won't be at the end of this one. It'll be a separate one that'll come out later today. I'll try and put them out roughly the same time. So that's something to look forward to there as well. Decent ball through for him, wasn't it? And then we just all got sucked into the ball a little bit. A little bit disappointing, to be honest, to concede a goal like that. But 5-3. Great one for the neutrals, isn't it? Great one for the neutrals. Can we... I wonder what can we do here. I'm a little bit concerned we're clocking off. That looked offside. Seta J is there. He looked offside, didn't he? Are we going to throw away a 3-goal lead yet again? Alright, what can we do here? Let's think about this for just a second. I want to go to make sub. And I want to play these guys as fullbacks. What have I clicked there? We want to go fullback. I might... Let's just do that for now. I'll just check how high our defensive line is, because, I mean, that's a little bit easy, isn't it? I don't quite understand how he's not offside, to be honest. But, you know, maybe he wasn't. We're already playing deeper. Let's just be a bit more compact there. Oh, excuse me. Demand more here. Look at this. If we are not scoring goals, we're not playing well, is pretty much how this has gone down. I will be annoyed if we end up drawing this game. Alright, Tommy Serjak, here we go. What can he do? He's a ball over the top for Caesar. Can he get onto that? No, he can't. Can we get this second ball? Yep, we can. We're there. Mutaquin back to Rendika. What's Rendika going to do? He goes semi-long into Tornando. Knocks it down for Kayono. Takes a touch back to Tornando. Oh! Just past the post. Just past the post. Alright, corner kick. Can we wrap the points up here? Surely. It's back post. It's headed in. It's easy for the keeper. Now, Baya Putra, we had him last season in League 2, if you remember. For about half the season, his loan contract expired in June, so halfway through. So that's when Seta Jaya came in, because he was on our books. So we haven't lost out there. It's a good tackle from Septian, isn't it? We looked like we might be in a little bit of trouble there. Can we launch? Let's go in field. Go in field. It's a decent looking pass, but no, in actual fact, it was quite a poor one, because he was nowhere near finding the target. Got 2 minutes to go here. Are we going to do like a final Sir Alex Ferguson game and do the 5-5 draw? I'd be so annoyed. So annoyed. That's a good block there. Serjak is on his bike. He's got Kayono. That's a well-timed pass, well-timed run. Ken Kayono! Oh, he missed it. Kayono has just gone off the boil lately. He is really struggling in front of goal. Let's give it a tighten up. See this game out, boys. See it out. Coming into... How many minutes? 5 minutes. This is surely it. We're into extra time upon extra time. That looked like a handball, didn't it? Yeah. And it's a shame Allann Delon is on the field now to have one last crack with a free kick. I don't even know if we'll get a chance to take it. It's Brian Caesar standing over it, and there blows the final whistle. Well, that's a special game, isn't it? 5-4. We have got the record. We have got second in the league, but we didn't make half difficult work of it. We'll say well done, though in truth, some of that defending was not good. So there we go. Borneo, they did win, and Persiba, they drew. So we end up 2 points off. Those two scoreless draws, they have indeed cost us the league, which is disappointing, isn't it, to say the least. Oh, now we've relegated PSIS with that result. So no wonder they were fighting. They really had a lot to fight for, as it turns out. We've got 160 grand for coming second. We've paid out half of that to the squad. I mean, they've earned it in a way. But if you have a look at the finances... I mean, they're not great. They're not great, are they? Now, what we want to do here before we get ready for the Cup Final is just have a look at our manager profile here. You can see, 1-star manager, National C license. We can't get any more coaching badges because we don't have the money at the club. So, and then that's another reason why we will need to look to move on, I think. You can see man management motivating. We're getting 6. Look at that. It's a shade of white now. It's not grayed out. Attacking and defending is getting up there as well. Not a goalkeeping coach, clearly. Tactically and fitness has always been my weakness, to be honest. So we're progressing. 1-star manager, though, I do wonder if we could maybe sneak ourselves into maybe a 2-star club. And go from there. Let me know what you think in the comments, what we should be doing. And until then, now, please don't go anywhere because we have a cup final coming up. All right, before we get to the cup final, just a few end of season awards for the league. There it is. There is our record. We have broken it. It was previously 82. We've put a new high water mark there of 85 goals in a season. That is absolutely stunning. A 34-game season, we scored 85 goals. Insane. That last game also broke the record for highest scoring game in League One, so that can be a little bit proud of that. Of course, it's a new high for the club as well, which is nice. Previously, the best was 3rd, so we're doing really, really well with Persiba. It's a shame we couldn't bring that first league title, though, isn't it? In terms of player awards, we didn't get anybody for the Player of the Year, which is a little bit surprising. I thought Kayono would have been with a chance. Redien, though, Young Player of the Year. So well done to him. We didn't get Manager of the Year, which is a little bit disappointing, but, it doesn't really mean that much in the grand scheme of things. And in terms of the Team of the Year for League One, we did get 5 players in. Karudin, Venino, and Lacorno, so 3 of our back 4, which is nice. Bruno Cesar and Septian as well. Now, it's a little bit surprising. I didn't think Septian was that good this season. I thought maybe Redien would have got in there. And certainly, I think it's surprising Kayono doesn't get a run up front. But I think those 2 did score a few more goals than him. So that's the end of season awards for League One. Now it's time for the Cup Final. Okay, welcome back for the Cup Final. Hope everybody's dressed appropriately because this is a big occasion. You can see we are the favourites. We have beaten them and we've drawn with them in our 2 games this season. It's a bit of a derby game as well. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? But this is the team we're sending out. It is our best team. The one thing I want to look at actually was, do we want to play Karudin? I don't think we do. So it's Setajaya in goal. It's Rendika, Venino, Lacorno and Chenigo continuing down the right. Karudin just hasn't quite come back to fitness. We played him in some friendlies trying to get it back up, but he's just not quite ready. So he's done okay, so we're going to leave him in there. Redien and Septian in midfield, Tornando and Caesar, Boaz up top, and Allann Delon making his final appearance as a professional footballer. So leave your tributes for the great Brazilian Allann Delon. Of course, we've only had him for a year, but he has been absolutely superb for us, and I would love to send him out with the trophy. We're going to say, medium praising, don't let that put pressure on your performance. I think I like that. It's a big game. We don't want to put any pressure on them here. Let's actually just go calm. Just go out there, boys. Relax, play your game, and bring home a trophy. Apparently, Persiba has never won the Indonesian Cup. It's the first final in the club's history. So, again, we've done well to get this far. It's the final hurdle now, isn't it? Can we get this done and finish off what has already been a relatively successful episode, hasn't it? Given that we have broken the League One goal scoring record. At least we don't leave it empty-handed, but we don't want to come second in the league and runners up in the trophy in the Indonesian Cup. That would not be a bit rough, wouldn't it? That would be a little bit rough to take. We don't want to be bridesmaids whatsoever. Here's Allann Delon. Final game, of course, knocks the corner in. It's back post. It's there. It is. Oh, goal for Tornando from the corner. That is a powerful header. An absolute bullet into the top of the net. Allann Delon does indeed get the assist on his final game as a footballer. And look at this. Great ball in. And Tornando, it's borderline unstoppable, isn't it? Maybe a better keeper would have been able to get there. But there's a really, really strong header. And that is the goal for us. Now we just need to concentrate here. Make sure we don't go and give them a goal back here. They have a lot of men forward. This is making me nervous. Lacornu's done really well. It's still there for them, though. Get in front of this shot! Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. We've got away with that one. We just need to be a little bit careful there. Now we have a corner of our own here to defend. And, Setajaya, that! Was that a save? Maybe it wasn't a save. The poster saved us there. We'll give it a demand more. See what we can do here. I did have a word with Kayono in between games just because his form has really dropped away. So if we do need a goal later on, hopefully, he'll be ready to go for us and be able to get that. He's just missed a few chances. Both those 0-0s, which turned out to actually cost us the league title, he missed a chance late on. Now they've gone in behind us again there. We've got a man in the middle. We're kind of getting there to cover him. Oh, it's over the bar. Oh, we're not doing very well defensively here, are we? All right, Setagaya, can we launch? I feel like we're going to need a second goal here. I don't think one is going to be enough somehow. Go on, Venino. Of course, this time next year it'll be his last game, hopefully in a cup final, if we can go back-to-back in the cup finals. But let's worry about sending Delon off first. There's a cracking ball for Boaz. Boaz is in. Go on, Boaz. Take it round the keeper. Boaz! Go! 2-0 to Persiba, and I'm not going to say surely that's it, because we've seen just last game. We throw away leads like they're going out of style, so let's not celebrate too much. But again, Allann Delon to Boaz, that combination that was so successful against PSIS in that last game, they're at it again. Boaz just jinking around the keeper, tucking it home, and that is 2-0 offside. Was not even close. Not even close. So there we go. Venino on a yellow card is a little bit concerning so early on in the game, but yeah, we'll have a word at half-time, just make sure he doesn't get himself sent off. They're not playing particularly well. I think we deserve the lead, which is important. We haven't sort of fluked it. Yeah, we'll tell them. Do we say, okay, we'll give it an assertive, don't get complacent. I'll do a few individual talks here, guys, and then we'll come back for the second half. We're 45 minutes from a major trophy. All right, here we go. I'm not sure. We're not obviously at Wembley. I'm not sure what the Indonesian Wembley is, if they have a national stadium. I'm sure they have a national stadium. I don't know if that's where the cup final is held or not. A third goal, and I'd be willing to break out the champagne, I think, but oh, that's not a good pass from Brian Caesar. He's got to get onto that. Can we get a block in? Look at the man coming at the back post. Oh no, what have we done? What a horrid start. I mean, when you say don't get complacent, that's kind of what you mean, isn't it? Like a silly pass in midfield like that? Like that sort of pass, to me, is a complacent pass. And then we've got sucked into the ball, and he can't really miss, can he? Oh, what a horrible start to the half. So we've demanded more. Oh, Brian Caesar, that is just absolutely criminal. They scored with their only shot on target. Let's give it a get creative here. We're just... Can we throw away another 2-goal lead? Allann Delon's looking nervous. I mean, it's his final game. He's like, oh no, we're going to stuff this up again, aren't we? We're going to give it show some passion here. An attacking throw-in. He's gone for ready, and look at the man here. Look, you can't see me pointing at the screen. I'll get the mouse. It's Rendika. That's his first for the club. It took a massive deflection on the way, but that does not matter to us in the slightest. That is 3-1, and yeah, I mean, look at these two men here. I was pointing at the screen, but maybe you could see me pointing at the screen. I've got a camera on me, don't I? But you couldn't see where I was pointing anyway, and that's taken a deflection. He's bought a ticket in the lottery and he has won it because that deflection's taken it past the keeper, and there we go. Now Lacornu's not having a good game here, is he? We do have Ahmed on the bench. Let's see here. Allann Delon with the corner, knocks it in, and it's over the bar from Venino. Almost the two Brazilians, the two geriatrics combining there. Now we need to concentrate here. This is another attacking opportunity for them. Tornando's done well. Played it back to the keeper. Just about got away with that. Caesar brings it down. Is he going to give it away again? No. Rendika over the top. Is Boaz there? He is. He's got it too. That's actually quite a good pass, isn't it? Boaz cuts inside and still with it. Redian. No. Not on this occasion. Alright, do we need to make changes here? Allann Delon's looking tired. Do we give him a clap off? Fresh legs. I think a standing ovation is in order. We are going to take him off for some fresh legs in there. I'm a little bit worried about Venino at the back as well on a booking, but we'll leave it there. And is he off? Has he come off yet? Not yet. Everybody rises one as Allann Delon ends his career. Well done. Back post, Venino! And that is the Indonesian trophy 4-1. Or cup. It's Indonesian Cup, isn't it? I guess hopefully we get a trophy for it. But 4-1, and that is surely it. The other Brazilian this time has gone in at the back post, rose like a salmon from a really, really tight angle as well, and that is that. He's tired. We might just look to protect him now. He's got his goal. Bring Ari Ahmed on. Anything else we want to do there? I don't think so. We'll leave that as it is. And Septien's looking a little bit tired. Redian's looking a little bit tired, but they want to be on the field, don't they, when we lift this trophy? I'm sure Mitra Kukar, they're deflated by now. They know they're going to lose. Tornando, what a touch that is from Tornando! Can't quite finish it. 4-1 is a great score in a cup final. Can we get 5, though? Can we get 5? Really rub it in. Don't forget, this is a derby as well. Not the big one. The Bastards from Bali are a big derby. That's a good ball out for Septien. Septien! Oh! That would have been a late contender for goal of the season. But well tipped over from their keeper. Credit where it's due there. Boaz with the corner now. This one comes into more towards the mixer. It's headed away. Septien looks to retrieve that. And he will. It's 3-4 minutes to go here, plus stoppages. Decent ball. You can see what he was trying to do there. Just couldn't quite get in behind. We'll give them some praise here. And start the party, boys, because we're going to lift the trophy. Our first trophy of the tour. Persiba's first major trophy. They haven't won the league. This is their first Indonesian Cup win. And we've done a little bit of good there. There it is. Indonesian Cup winners. And there we go. Celebrate, boys. Campeones, campeones. Ole, ole, ole. Excellent stuff. We've earned that this season. We really, really have. We've not quite dominated the league, but we scored 85 league goals, and then we've managed to also go all the way to the cup final and get a really, really good win. Passionately congratulate the boys. They deserve that. Have a good afternoon. Not sure why I said have a good afternoon. That's just what came out of my mouth at the time. But so there we go. Indonesian Cup winners. Well done, boys. Another 50 grand in the bank. I don't know how much of that we have to pay off to the players. I've entered there we go. I've entered the Indonesian Hall of Fame. Let's have a look at this. Just for my own personal glory. We're not going to top the Hall of Fame, are we? Unless we go out and win a few trophies next season. But it's good to be included, isn't it? Good to be included in that list of, I'm sure, illustrious Indonesian managers. Anything else we want to have a look at here? Villain leads Persiba to glory. It's the players. It wasn't me. It was all the players. Edison is on form. Squad payout. Well, we paid out most of that 50 grand back, didn't we? Players get all our money. Guys, wait there. Before we end this episode, I know it's probably getting a little bit lengthy at this time, but I do want to do the end of season awards and see. Let's crown our champions, shall we? Alright, so here we go with our end of season awards. Redian was player of the season. I think that's probably just about fair enough. 34% of the vote. Tornando and Brian Caesar also got a mention. I'm surprised Kayono with his, I think he got 23, or he'll stay right here because he was our top goal scorer. We'll see over the page. I'm surprised he doesn't get a mention of Boaz. Kayono, speaking of Kayono, his wonder strike against Bali on the October 26th was our goal of the season. As I say, keep an eye out for the goal of the season compilation, sort of our competition. You'll be able to vote for your favourite goal of the season in that. That'll be out same time as this, different video, but it'll be on the playlist for the World Tour. So make sure you check that out. I'll put a little notification to come up the top corner. I think it comes up over that side actually. Signing of the season, Bhakti, he did quite well. His role in getting us to the Indonesian Cup Final cannot be overlooked. He was quite good in that, so I don't necessarily disagree with that. Though Boaz, come on, boys, we got him for free. I think he's our signing of the season. Young Player of the Year, Redian. He's 24. Does he qualify as a young player anymore? Debatable, but he was quite good. The team of the season, Setajaya in goal, no-brainer. Rendika, Ahmed, Edison, and Karuden. I'm surprised Lakonu doesn't get a run there, I've got to say. I am surprised. Septien and Redian in midfield, absolute no-brainers. Tornando and Brian Caesar, yes, as the wingers. Allann Delon gets into the team of the year in his final season with us, or as a professional player as well. Kayono up top, difficult to argue with that, because if we have a look at the stats here, 23 goals, he was our top goal scorer. You wonder if we had Boaz all season, how that would have played out, but he was quite magnificent. Tornando with the highest average rating of 7.38. Brian Caesar, 19 assists from left wing. That is very, very impressive. Best pass completion, our goalkeeper. Not sure what that says about the rest of the team, but 95% pass completion. That is, doesn't matter what position you play, that is quite stunning. Kayono, 6 Man of the Match awards. That kind of goes hand in hand with his goal scoring, doesn't he? Has been really, really good for us this year. And as I said, we almost let him go midway through the year. Venino, 7 yellow cards maxed out there, and Rido, when he got his silly red card, is the only fit left back at the club. That was our only red card of the season, so well done him. Season in review, I think we can be quite happy with this. Let me know what you think in the comments. But we won the Indonesian Cup, runners-up in the league. It's a real shame we couldn't get that league title, isn't it? Match of the season, the 6-1. That was our first game, wasn't it, in the league? Opening game of the season. That was absolutely stunning. And that low point, that 3-0 loss that, in hindsight, well, I mean, that was the moment that the league kind of slipped away from us, wasn't it? Squad dynamics update, we're looking good. Karuden, Brian Caesar and Boaz are the team leaders. That all bodes well for next year. Expect to see, I'm assuming they'll all be around next year. No plans on my part to get rid of any of them. Anything else here we want to see? I don't necessarily think so. Most valuable player, that is in the Indonesian Cup, is it? Yeah, so Ali Ahmed got in for 3rd place in that, so well done him. But guys, that's it for the season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that episode. I think it was a stunner, wasn't it? We got a 5-4 game in which we broke the League One scoring record. We got a trophy with it. We scored 9 goals in that game, conceded 5, but 9 goals this episode. So hopefully, I've run out of songs to celebrate goals with, no doubt. You've heard a few of those twice. But if you have enjoyed this episode, if you have enjoyed this season, guys, please do hit thumbs up and make sure you subscribe as well if you're new, because next year, it'll probably be our last year at Persiba. We want to go out with a bang. We'll, of course, be in the Asian Confederations Cup next year as well, so we can challenge ourselves against some of Asia's bigger clubs. So until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Goals of the Season. I'll see you next season. Take care.